The ocean depths, a place of mystery and allure, captivated Stockton Rush, an aerospace engineer with a dreamer's heart. In 2009, he founded OceanGate to make the deep ocean accessible to explorers, researchers, and adventurers. OceanGate's mission resonated with a community of scientists, engineers, and investors. They saw immense potential in deep-sea exploration for scientific discovery and economic advancements. The allure of the unknown fueled OceanGate's early years. OceanGate charted a commercially driven course, embracing innovation and private investment. Central to their strategy was developing cutting-edge submersibles, starting with the Antipodes, capable of diving to 1,000 feet. The Antipodes' success marked an early victory, proving their vision. But Rush aimed higher, reaching the Titanic at 12,500 feet. This ambitious goal set the stage for developing a submersible that would redefine human exploration. The Titanic, synonymous with tragedy and fascination, fueled a burgeoning industry of deep-sea tourism. Rush saw immense public interest and designed Cyclops 2 to reach the legendary shipwreck. Cyclops 2 incorporated cutting-edge materials, pushing the boundaries of deep-sea exploration. Despite concerns about safety, Rush remained steadfast in his belief in Cyclops 2. The allure of the Titanic continued to attract investors and adventurers. Stockton Rush, a Princeton graduate and risk-taker, was a visionary with a passion for exploration. He possessed an infectious enthusiasm, drawing people to his vision of ocean exploration. Rush believed in inspiring a new generation of explorers and igniting a passion for ocean conservation. To achieve his goals, he needed a partner who shared his belief in the project's potential. He found that partner in Guillermo Sonline, an entrepreneur with a passion for the ocean. Guillermo Sonline, with expertise in business and finance, shared Rush's fascination with the ocean. They met at a space tourism conference, but bonded over their belief in the ocean's potential for discovery. In a conference room, the idea for OceanGate was born. Rush would lead the technical development while Sonline handled the business side. Their partnership, forged in a shared passion for exploration, aimed to overcome the challenges of deep-sea exploration. OceanGate's first submersible, Antipodes, was a used research vessel from the 1980s. It symbolized their ambition and served as a platform to build their vision. The name Antipodes evoked exploration and discovery. Early dives off California allowed OceanGate to gain valuable experience. These dives were crucial in building expertise and proving their approach. Early dives with Antipodes faced challenges, but each setback was a learning opportunity. As ambitions grew, so did scrutiny and rumors of shortcuts and safety concerns. Rush's demanding management style created friction and doubt. The stage was set for a clash between ambition and caution. The relentless pursuit of a dream faced the realities of operating in extreme environments. Cyclops 2, later renamed Titan, was designed to reach the Titanic. It featured a unique carbon fiber hull, offering a larger viewport. The design was ambitious and radical, with skepticism from the industry. Rush believed in the potential of carbon fiber and assembled a team to challenge conventional wisdom. Cyclops 2 aimed to push the boundaries of deep-sea exploration. The allure of the Titanic was undeniable, and reaching it would be a publicity coup. The Titanic lay at 12,500 feet with immense pressure and risks. Rush believed the potential rewards outweighed the risks. A successful mission would generate revenue and cement OceanGate's place in history. The world watched as OceanGate prepared for its most audacious mission. The launch of Titan was met with media attention as it embarked on its maiden voyage to the Titanic. On board were Rush, a pilot, a Titanic expert, and two wealthy adventurers. The Titan reached the ocean floor, and Rush described the wreck's ghostly silhouette. The mission was a success, but communication issues and minor damage raised concerns. The risks were not entirely mitigated, leaving a sense of unease. Despite the success, safety concerns about Titan mounted. Former employees and experts voiced worries about the design and testing procedures. Public concerns included a lawsuit and a letter warning of catastrophic consequences. Rush dismissed criticisms, arguing Titan's design was rigorously tested. Doubts persisted, casting a shadow over OceanGate's achievements. In 2023, OceanGate announced its third annual Titanic expedition. Despite high demand, pre-launch checks felt rushed and crew members sensed unease. 1 hour and 45 minutes into the dive, communication was lost. A frantic search revealed debris from Titan, evidence of a catastrophic implosion. The dream of OceanGate lay shattered, a stark reminder of the ocean's unforgiving nature. The success of the initial Titanic dive, while a public relations triumph, did little to quell the unease simmering beneath the surface. Concerns about the Titan's safety, whispered in hushed tones within the insular world of deep-sea exploration, were beginning to surface more forcefully. Experienced engineers and industry veterans, many with decades of experience in designing and operating deep-sea vehicles, voiced their apprehension. They pointed to the unconventional design of the Titan, particularly the experimental use of carbon fiber for its hull. While lauded for its lightness and potential for larger viewports, carbon fiber's resilience under the crushing pressures of the abyssal depths remained largely untested in real-world scenarios. Adding to their anxieties were rumors of shortcuts taken during the Titan's construction. Stories circulated of rushed production timelines, of cost-cutting measures that raised eyebrows, and of a corporate culture that seemed to prioritize speed and ambition over methodical, safety-first engineering practices. These concerns were not limited to hushed whispers in conference hallways. Several former OceanGate employees, some of whom had held key roles in the company's engineering department, came forward publicly to express their misgivings. They spoke of a dismissive attitude towards safety concerns, of a reluctance to address potential flaws in the Titan's design. Section 2. Culture of complacency when ambition trumps prudence. At the heart of the growing unease surrounding OceanGate was a palpable sense that the company's relentless drive, its unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of exploration, had come at a cost. The line between bold innovation and reckless disregard for established safety protocols seemed to blur, particularly in the rush to realize the dream of reaching the Titanic. Stockton Rush, the driving force behind OceanGate, was often described as a visionary, a passionate advocate for a new era of deep-sea exploration. Yet, critics argued that his unwavering belief in his own vision, his steadfast conviction that he was ushering in a revolution in underwater exploration, had blinded him to the potential pitfalls of his unorthodox approach. Reports emerged of Rush dismissing safety concerns raised by his own engineers, viewing them as impediments to innovation rather than legitimate warnings to be heeded. He argued that traditional deep-sea exploration was hampered by an overabundance of caution, by a risk-averse mentality that stifled progress. In interviews and public appearances, Rush often railed against what he perceived as excessive regulation in the deep-sea exploration industry. He argued that burdensome safety protocols, while well-intentioned, were stifling innovation and preventing a new generation of explorers from venturing into the abyss. This maverick attitude, while appealing to some, struck a dissonant chord with those who believed that safety, particularly in such a high-risk environment, should never be compromised. Section 3. A legal battle erupts: safety versus innovation in the courts. The tension between OceanGate's pursuit of innovation and the growing chorus of concern over the safety of the Titan came to a head in a very public legal battle. David Lockridge, a seasoned engineer with a distinguished career in submersible design, had been hired by OceanGate to oversee the critical final stages of the Titan's construction. Lockridge, alarmed by what he considered serious flaws in the Titan's design and testing procedures, had repeatedly raised his concerns with OceanGate's leadership, including Stockton Rush. He argued that the company's decision to use carbon fiber for the hull, a material untested at the depths the Titan was intended to reach, posed unacceptable risks. He also voiced his concerns about the adequacy of the Titan's viewport, the single point of vulnerability through which passengers observed the ocean depths. When his concerns were dismissed, Lockridge took the extraordinary step of documenting his findings in a detailed report, outlining what he believed to be critical safety violations. This report formed the basis of a lawsuit filed against OceanGate, alleging wrongful termination and whistleblower retaliation. The lawsuit, which garnered significant media attention, brought the debate over the Titan's safety into the public eye. It also revealed a deep chasm within the company, with some employees siding with Lockridge's concerns while others remained fiercely loyal to Rush and his vision. Section 4. The industry reacts. A reckoning for deep-sea tourism. OceanGate's internal dissent and legal battles caused unease in the deep-sea community. The industry, known for shared safety protocols, was shocked by OceanGate's dismissive response. Rush's approach threatened the industry's credibility. Experts sent a letter to Stockton Rush warning of catastrophic consequences. The stage was set for a reckoning in deep-sea exploration. A series of ominous signs, red flags, on the path to disaster. The 2023 Titanic expedition, OceanGate's third venture to the famed wreck, began like those before it, amidst a flurry of media attention and public fascination. The allure of the deep, the mystique of the Titanic, and the promise of glimpsing a piece of history lost beneath the waves drew a new cohort of adventure tourists, each willing to pay a king's ransom for a seat on the Titan. Yet, even as the Titan prepared for its fateful descent, a series of troubling incidents and near misses should have given pause, serving as stark warnings of the potential dangers lurking beneath the surface. On a previous expedition, the submersible had suffered a battery failure, forcing an emergency resurface that left passengers and crew shaken. Communication systems, crucial for maintaining contact with the surface support vessel, had proven unreliable, plagued by static and dropouts. Perhaps most concerning were the reports from former employees and industry experts, their voices growing louder in the months leading up to the 2023 expedition. They detailed a pattern of hasty repairs, of design flaws dismissed or downplayed, and of a corporate culture that seemed to prioritize speed and publicity over meticulous safety protocols. These warnings, however, seemed to fall on deaf ears. OceanGate, led by Stockton Rush's unwavering belief in his vision, pressed forward, seemingly undeterred by the growing chorus of concern. The allure of the Titanic, the potential for scientific discovery, and the financial rewards of successful expeditions seemed to eclipse the mounting evidence of potential danger. The warnings ignored, a chorus of dissent silenced. As the Titan prepped for its final voyage, voices of dissent grew bolder, more insistent in their warnings. David Lockridge, a former OceanGate engineer, raised safety concerns, detailing his unease over the Titan's design. Other experts echoed his concerns, questioning the use of untested materials and lack of independent oversight. They argued that traditional certification processes were in place for a reason, representing decades of hard-won knowledge. OceanGate, with its slick marketing, garnered support from those who saw them as pioneers, pushing the boundaries of human exploration. Into the abyss, the Titan's final fateful descent on the morning of June 18, 2023, under a clear sky and calm seas, the Titan embarked on what would be its final voyage. The 5 souls on board, Stockton Rush himself piloting the submersible, a renowned French diver with decades of experience exploring the Titanic, a British billionaire adventurer, a Pakistani businessman and his teenage son prepared for their descent. A mixture of excitement and trepidation etched on their faces. The submersible, tethered to its support vessel by a thick cable, began its slow descent, slipping beneath the waves and into the blue twilight of the depths. For the first hour and 45 minutes, all seemed to proceed according to plan. Regular communications were maintained with the surface, relaying data on depth, pressure, and course. Then, abruptly, silence. At first, the lack of communication was not perceived as an immediate cause for alarm. The deep ocean is a notoriously fickle environment for communications, prone to interference and disruptions. Yet, as minutes stretched into hours and the predetermined time for the Titan to resurface came and went with no sign of the submersible, a chilling realization began to dawn on the crew of the support vessel. Something was terribly wrong. The news of the Titan's disappearance sent shockwaves around the world. What began as a daring adventure, a testament to human ingenuity and the allure of the deep, transformed into a desperate race against time, a frantic search for the missing submersible and its occupants. The United States Coast Guard, joined by an international flotilla of ships and aircraft equipped with sophisticated sonar and underwater robots, converged on the last known location of the Titan, a remote stretch of the North Atlantic twice the depth of the Grand Canyon. As the search dragged on, hope dwindled with each passing hour. The world watched captivated and horrified as experts debated the Titan's chances of survival. The unforgiving math of oxygen supply, the immense pressure at those depths, and the challenges of locating a small vessel in a vast and unforgiving environment painted a grim picture. Yet amidst the despair, glimmers of hope emerged. Sonar buoys detected faint banging sounds emanating from the depths, fueling speculation that the Titan's crew might still be alive, desperately trying to signal their location. Theories abounded, some plausible, others bordering on the fantastical, each offering a sliver of hope to cling to. After days of relentless searching, the grim truth emerged from the abyss. A remotely operated vehicle deployed from a Canadian Coast Guard vessel discovered a debris field scattered across the ocean floor, not far from the Titanic's resting place. Among the mangled wreckage were pieces of the Titan's hull, confirmation that the submersible had suffered a catastrophic implosion, instantly killing all 5 on board. The discovery of the wreckage, while bringing a tragic end to the search, marked the beginning of a long and painful process of investigation, recrimination, and soul-searching. The world grappled with the enormity of the loss, mourning the lives lost and questioning how such a tragedy could have occurred. In the aftermath of the disaster, a torrent of blame and recrimination erupted. Family members of the victims, along with industry experts and former OceanGate employees, pointed fingers at the company's leadership, accusing them of negligence, arrogance, and a reckless disregard for safety that had cost 5 people their lives. The Titan tragedy served as a stark reminder of the immense power of the ocean, of the unforgiving nature of the deep, and the hubris of believing that human ingenuity alone could conquer its mysteries without consequence. It also sparked a much-needed conversation about the future of deep-sea exploration, the balance between innovation and safety, and the ethical considerations of venturing into such a hazardous environment. The implosion of the Titan, a tragedy that captured global attention, cast a long, dark shadow over OceanGate's legacy. What began as a bold vision, a quest to democratize access to the deep ocean and unlock its mysteries, ended in a debris field scattered across the abyssal plain, a stark reminder of the immense power and unforgiving nature of the underwater world. In the wake of the disaster, OceanGate, once a symbol of daring innovation and entrepreneurial spirit, became synonymous with recklessness, hubris, and a disregard for safety that ultimately cost 5 people their lives. The company's name, once linked to groundbreaking expeditions and the promise of unlocking the ocean's secrets, became synonymous with tragedy and a cautionary tale of ambition unchecked by prudence. The investigations that followed the implosion revealed a company riven by internal dissent, where concerns about the Titan's safety were repeatedly raised but ultimately ignored. A culture of silence fostered by a leadership team seemingly blinded by their own ambition allowed critical design flaws and questionable safety practices to persist, culminating in the submersible's catastrophic failure. The Titan tragedy served as a stark reminder that the pursuit of innovation, particularly in an environment as hostile and unforgiving as the deep ocean, must be tempered by a deep respect for the power of nature and an unwavering commitment to safety. The allure of the unknown, the desire to push the boundaries of human exploration, can never justify cutting corners or disregarding the hard-won lessons learned from decades of experience in deep-sea exploration. The implosion of the Titan sent shockwaves through the deep-sea community, forcing a reckoning with the inherent risks. It sparked a global conversation about the future of deep-sea exploration, balancing innovation and safety. Amidst the grief, a glimmer of hope emerged. The Titan tragedy underscored the importance of continued exploration for the advancement of science and the preservation of marine ecosystems. The challenge lies in balancing innovation with safety and ethical conduct.